And gals, we're looking here at lesson 6, and we're starting to do number 1 on the homework. So let's do this. Car's traveling down a highway at a constant speed. That means that it has a proportional relationship. We've got our equation. We know what to do to t to get what d equals. We multiply by 65. D is distance, as it typically is in these types of problems, using miles. And the car travels at a speed in t hours. So let's set up our table. We've got distance on one side. Let's put it over here, and this is in miles. And this over here is time, which is measured in hours. So we're talking about miles per hour here. And our multiplier to get from t to d, we take t and we multiply by 65. I see that right there. So I'm going to note that I can multiply this table times 65 and get to the other side. So it says, what does the 65 tell us in this situation? Well, it tells us that I can go in 1 hour 65 miles. So essentially it's telling me that I'm going 65 miles per hour. So we can write speed equals 65 miles per hour. The constant of proportionality typically will tell you a speed if your denominator, when you divided to find it, was a time, like hours or minutes or seconds. How many miles does the car travel in 1.5 hours? Well, put our 1.5 here and multiply it by 65, because that will tell us. So 1.5 multiplied by 65 gives us 97.5 miles. So 97.5 when we multiply that. So let's write that down. 97.5 miles. And then how long does it take the car to travel? 26 miles at this speed. So it's definitely not going to take a full hour, because a full hour is 65 miles. So this is going to take less. But if we want to come back the other direction, we have to use the reciprocal of the constant. Now the constant is 65 over 1. So to come back, we would do a 65th. So we need to take 26 and multiply by 65th to come back. Okay. Now a lot of you might not have a calculator that can type in fractions, so let me show you how you can do that on a standard 4-function calculator. So on these calculators, it's nice, we can type in, 1 over 65. But you're at home working on this, you don't have this fancy calculator. So what's another way I could do this? Well, 1 over 65 is the same thing as just dividing 1 and 65. So you can use that when it's on your screen. It's like, okay, that's 1/65. It's ugly, but I'm just going to I'm going to multiply by all that ugliness by the 26 that I need to multiply it by. And it will give you the answer of 0.4, which we also got when we did the other way. 2/5 and 0.4 are the same thing. So the answer here is 0.4. We can go for 4/10 of an hour. How long? It just says how long. It doesn't say how many minutes, so we don't have to convert that. If we wanted to convert that, 4/10 of a minute or hour is convertible, but we don't worry about that right now. That'll just cost us some time. So there's lesson 6, problem number 1.